Spoilers ahead in this video. How far would you go for a wish? What's up, my fellow Lolicon hunters? It's your boy, Tom Cruise, at it again with another video. Here to talk about an okay movie that I really enjoyed that you probably haven't heard of. So, come closer. Before I explain, picture this. Imagine a tunnel, one that you can enter. And it has the mystical powers to grant you whatever desire you have. Maybe something like being able to caress Daniel Day-Kim's abs. Or maybe having those abs caress me back. Or maybe something like having your father finally coming back with the milk. Or, to most of you out there, getting bitches. Let's talk about a hidden gem that flew under many radars a few months ago. 2 years ago. It's not another Shinkai film about emotionally constipated teenagers who find love through supernatural means. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of that. We're talking about the underrated and overrated Tunnel to Summer, Exit of Goodbyes. Adapted from Mei Hachimoku's light novel, this anime flick takes us on a journey through drama, mystery, and romance, all wrapped in a sci-fi package. So it's perfect for the common audience and non-shonen tards. Tunnel to Summer was brought to life by Studio Clap, whose previous works may not has been widely known. Cause I'm looking at the studio's information. Who are you? But this film catapults them into the spotlight with its stunning visual aesthetics and mesmerizing soundtrack by Harumi Fuki. I really enjoyed this movie and even rewatched it multiple times. This movie really connected with me and even gave me my monthly dose of pads. No, not those pads for that time of the month. I'm talking about pads. Post-anime depression. Now, why am I shining a spotlight on this particular film? Well, when you think of supernatural romance anime, names like Makoto Shinkai might come to mind. But Tunnel to Summer deserves its moment in the sun too. Despite its rich storytelling and captivating visuals, I don't think it really gets the attention it deserves. And that's where I come in, to shine a light on this underrated gem. Not because I'm lonely, but because great art deserves recognition. So who is going to be the protagonist of this story? A teenager? Cause anime. Named Kaoru Tono. Our story follows Kaoru, who has been dealt the shittiest hand in the deck of life. He's just drifting along when he stumbles upon this creepy-ass tunnel that supposedly grants wishes. But wait, why would Kaoru want to enter a creepy cave tunnel that looks like Pedo Bear could have been chilling there for the past 10 years? There must be a reason other than the fact that he is a 17-year-old teenager who makes dumb decisions because he has yet to develop his frontal lobe. Also known as the prefrontal cortex, which is usually developed in adults around the age of 25, where development of the prefrontal cortex of the prefrontal lobe allows us to process the pros and cons of a decision before it is made. So yeah, he's dumb. When he was younger, he had such a nice younger sister named Karen. The two were very close. In contrast to most anime, these two have such a very tight, non-incestuous relationship. Oh yeah, and she died. Everyone, even Kaoru, blamed himself, his sister, his friend, family. He wasn't able to protect her.
It's all your fault, you know? Please bring Karen back to me. I'd rather have her than you anyway.
From there on, Kaoru unlocked a new skill in life. Trauma and guilt. And he's pretty good at it. She was his light, his anchor, and losing her left him drowning in guilt. Imagine carrying that weight every single day. It's no wonder he's drawn to temptation from the tunnel, hoping for a miracle. And his dad? Unlike most anime dads, he is there for him. Of course, he loves him with the fatherly bond that they have, and he never lets him forget, leaving a lasting impact on him.
Dad! What the hell are you for? Where are you going? Kara!
Like the common anime high school student, he's pretty distant from everyone else. Talks to one or two people here and there. But as plots, that all changes when it comes to ooh, girls. Enter Anzu Hanashiro, the transfer student with a mysterious past. Because every good anime needs one of those. But how would Anzu capture the attention of Kaoru? Surely she has...
Hey, you're bleeding!
Damn, girl! It was love at first fight. So after a while and some casual stalking, Anzu too becomes interested with this whole tunnel cave thing, both of them wanting to test the legends of this mystical tunnel. Sounds like a classic be careful what you wish for setup, right? This isn't your average tunnel walk. As they venture deeper, time starts playing tricks on them. 1 second inside can mean hours, then days, and spending more time and going deeper means even months passing in the real world. It's like the worst kind of time travel you can imagine. Despite the concept being very intriguing, let's be real. Trying to figure out and experiment these time rules would be hell and cause serious consequences that you may not anticipate. And guess what these little two dum-dums do? Are they really doing a training montage for this? It is then figured out that the tunnel doesn't just grant wishes, it gives you back things you have lost. Kaoru lost his sister and wants her back. But what about Anzu? What has she lost? It's now part of the plot point formula where we've learned about Anzu, what kind of tragic anime backstory she has hiding underneath her bangs. Turns out, ever since she was a child, she wanted to become a mangaka. Her late grandfather was a mangaka, and that she wanted to follow in his own footsteps, that now is her own dream. Her grandfather wasn't successful as a mangaka, or wasn't even well known. Anzu's parents despised him and was even relieved when he died. Societal pressures and discouragement from her own parents pushed down on her dreams. Her own father tore up the first manga she ever drew. Her dreams were lost in the form of the manga she was never able to submit. And that was the thing Anzu was trying to recover inside the tunnel. Even though the abuse she endured wasn't physical like Kaoru's, it still led to similar effects and desperation. These two are disappearing for days and even months. Kinda sus. Why? Well, you see kids, when a boy and girl really like each other... Nah, I'm just kidding. They haven't even went on a date. Oh, never mind. Holy shit, is that what I think it is? Uncensored hand-holding? Oh wow. I didn't know this was that kind of movie. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're together. And they get to go on this journey together, never leaving one side. So yeah, Kaoru goes missing. No one knows where he went. But Anzu then learns that he ran inside the tunnel without her, leaving her behind as he becomes lost to time. Yeah, girl, just get new mans. Later on, Kaoru then realizes that bringing back Karen won't bring back his life. This won't bring back his happiness. What he lost is in the past, but he can carry that with him in the future. A future where he can move on and finally be free. And a future with Anzu. Kaoru's decision not to bring back his sister is touched on differently within the light novel. Karen expresses that she now belongs in the tunnel and cannot leave, hinting that her existence might only be tied to the tunnel itself. The movie, however, only subtly hints at this idea, leaving it more open to interpretation. Filled with regret, guilt, and realization, Kaoru tries to run back. He now is the lost one. Present day, many years have passed. Anzu is an adult. But most importantly, she made it. Her dream. She's now a successful mangaka. She has now everything she wanted in life. Almost everything. Just like Kaoru couldn't let go of the past through his sister, Anzu couldn't let go of him. But the difference here is, Anzu didn't let that hold her back. She strove forward, worked hard, and becoming the mangaka she is today, a tribute to her childhood dreams and what Kaoru told her. Just a wish, a hope that one day he'll come back. But damn girl, she even kept the original phone and the umbrella she borrowed from Kaoru all these years and not even pursuing another relationship? I'll be damned. It's him. Aww, wait a minute. Where have I seen this before?
Coincidence? I think not!
If this were a Shinkai film, we all know a Radwimp song would be playing now. And spicy scene. Yay! Holy shit, they were cooking with that shot. They're back together. God, it's so beautiful. Unfortunately, the movie is quite short and feels noticeably fast. We have so many plot lines in development and other interesting characters, but they get sidelines or they're not addressed later on. While it's common for novels to cover more ground than their film adaptations, this movie would have really benefited from a longer runtime. Slowing down the pacing would have allowed more time to explore more scenes that were cut and to fully develop the story. Another aspect that could have improved the film is the inclusion of narration from both protagonists. The novel delves deeply into the characters' motivations, relationships, and intimate conversations, which were key to the story. Even the girl that Anzu socked in the face, she had an important role in the light novel and even gave development in Anzu's growth, but was overlooked and straight up skipped in the movie. Due to the fast pacing, lack of narration, and omission and alteration of scenes, the movie doesn't quite capture the same depth of the original text. As a result, some of the protagonist's reactions and decisions doesn't feel as justified, likely due to the absence of the nuanced build-up found in the novel. Like with the development of time passing through many years while Kaoru was inside the tunnel, Anzu grew up, lived her life as a mangaka and adult. But seemingly, Kaoru didn't age, but when they reunite, they
make out
and are back together. But to the viewers, they are all like, wait a minute. He's a victim.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
Because of the anime, turns out that Pedo Bear was in that cave after all. And guess what? This was explained in the original light novel, and now everyone is putting Anzu on the Chris Hansen list.
How you doing? Should have a seat over in that chair, please.
And now Kaoru is not only a victim of child abuse, PTSD, and okay, I'ma stop. Everything aside, the anime takes enough from the source material, but not as much as I'd like. At its core, this movie is a deep dive into grief, longing, and the inevitable goodbyes we face in life. It explores themes like the burden of guilt, the struggle to move on, and the importance of accepting past traumas. Everyone has their own struggles, their own tunnel to navigate, and this film captures that beautifully. The tunnel is used as a powerful metaphor for the desires and regrets that haunt us. For Kaoru, it represents a desperate attempt to reverse his past mistakes, bringing back his little sister, mending his fractured family, and trying to gain back a sense of purpose. Each step he takes through the tunnel is a painful reminder that these wishes, while heartfelt, cannot redefine his future or undo his past. every second he took there took away the time that he could have spent in present day, present time. In contrast, Anzu's journey through the tunnel highlights her pursuit of personal fulfillment and passion as a mangaka. Her struggle is more about recovering her sense of purpose rather than erasing past regrets. Her path illustrates that achieving dreams and finding purpose come from within, not from altering past events or gaining what was lost from her past. Instead, she wrote what she needed to, in the form of her passion as a mangaka, gaining more than what she had lost. Ultimately, Kaoru learns through his trials and that his wishes cannot change his future, because he isn't 25 with a fully developed frontal lobe. And Anzu demonstrates through her perseverance that personal growth and success comes from embracing one's path rather than attempting to rewrite it. In the end, Tunnel to Summer, Exit of Goodbyes is a film that shines brightly, but doesn't fully reach its potential. I am aware of the flaws that come from the movie, and yes, it has brought me out of some of the moments, sometimes feeling rushed, but I still ended up having a good experience watching. If you can look past these flaws, it's a movie well worth watching, especially if you're a fan of emotionally thought-provoking anime. You can resonate the human nature of seeking connection and our inner desires, and how that can lead to impulsive behaviors. Whether you're a child, teenager, an adult, these patterns and struggles can be found in our lives, more ways than one. And sometimes we wish for the things we desire and even lost, but that's the reality of life. They can only be a wish. But even if our wishes can't come true, like if there is a tunnel out there, just like in the movie, like how Kaoru and Anzu learned, it would be inevitable that we would learn that these things are the things we don't need. Instead, they push us forward, make dreamers out of us, so we can live life honoring our past and becoming a fuller person. I rate this a 6 out of 10. Natsuki's from Doki Doki.